All right, let's talk about what's really going on right now. America is reinforcing the power of the US dollar from four directions. And guess what? Nobody, I mean nobody, is in a position to shake that. So here's the game plan. Number one, the dollar itself. Number two, oil. Number three, AI chips and semiconductors. And number four, digital currencies, crypto and stablecoins. The dollar, still the center of the world. Let's start with the obvious. The dollar is the world's financial backbone. Every major economy, every major bank still runs on it. So when people talk about de-dollarization, yeah, nice slogan. But in reality, the US dollar is still the oxygen of global trade. That's why Washington's entire foreign and economic strategy is built around one thing: keeping global confidence in the dollar unbreakable. Oil, the energy weapon that never went away. Now let's talk about oil. Oil is still married to the dollar, and that's no accident. When President Biden or whoever's representing U.S. interests goes to the Middle East, the goal is simple: keep oil priced in dollars and keep those oil nations, especially Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states, trading under America's monetary system. And in return, they get access to U.S. technology, AI systems, semiconductors, advanced weapons, defense deals, and yes, even political leverage in regional conflicts like Gaza. It's not charity, it's strategic exchange. AI and chips, America's tech fortress. Then comes the third pillar, AI and semiconductors. This is where America's power gets real. We're not just building chips, we're building the rules of the next digital world. See, every chip is a building block. It powers products. Those products create ecosystems. And whoever defines the standards controls the entire ecosystem. That's why the U.S. isn't just investing, it's protecting that lead. It's restricting competitors, building alliances, and exporting American tech standards worldwide. Because the real fight isn't just who makes more chips. The real fight is whose system the world runs on. Stablecoins and crypto, the digital extension of the dollar. And now, the new frontier, digital currencies and stablecoins. Most people think stablecoins are just a payment tool. Wrong. They're actually America's digital army in the currency war. Here's how it works. Most stablecoins are pegged to the US dollar. The companies that issue them, they buy US Treasury bonds. So as more people use stablecoins globally, more demand flows into US debt, and that means more support for the dollar. Think about that. The digital economy is now literally funding America's real economy, and Treasury Secretary Bessent, a hardcore Wall Street operator, knows it. She's a believer that stablecoins are not a threat. They're the next phase of the dollar system. Critical minerals, the physical anchor of the future dollar. But there's another layer, and this one's crucial. America is buying up and investing in critical minerals all over the world. Lithium, cobalt, rare earths, from Africa to the Caucasus to Southeast Asia. Why? Because these resources are the foundation of the future economy: batteries, chips, electric vehicles, AI infrastructure. Now, Washington knows mining takes time. You need equipment, logistics, and tech. So what's the real play? Simple. Once the U.S. controls enough of these resources, it can tie them into like oil. Except this time, the link might be digital. Stablecoins backed by strategic minerals, resource tokens that trade globally, all priced in dollars. That's the next level idea. If oil made the dollar powerful in the 20th century, critical minerals and blockchain will power it in the 21st. The global strategy, one financial empire, four pillars. Put it all together: the dollar, oil, technology, and digital finance. That's America's new 4-in-1 strategy, and it's not about domination for ego's sake. It's about survival in a financial system that America built and intends to keep leading. People love to say de-dollarization is coming, but let's check the facts. Foreign investors and central banks are holding over $9.1 trillion in U.S. treasuries, the highest level in history. So yeah, people talk, but their money still trusts the dollar. And with the SWIFT system and America's massive financial data networks, the U.S. knows exactly where the global flows are moving. De-dollarization, Washington can see it and counter it before it even starts. The core. Finance is America's ultimate weapon. At the end of the day, all these moves, the tech wars, the oil deals, the resource grabs, they all connect back to one mission: protect the American financial system. That's the beating heart of U.S. power. Not just the military, not just oil, but finance. Innovation, control, adaptability. That's what keeps the world trading, saving, and investing in dollars. So when you see America throwing punches around the world in tech, in minerals, in diplomacy, don't just look at the headlines. Look at the money. Because the real battlefield isn't territory. It's the global financial system. And the dollar is still the undisputed king.